Such a powerful moment. Oftentimes we view history through our current state and not the continuation of long, protracted struggles throughout our lifetime. I am here as the first person of color to be the Borough President of Brooklyn because there was a Ida B. Wells. Before there was a Rosa Parks. Before there was a Dr. King, before there was a Marcus Garvey, before there was a Reverend Sharpton, a Obama, there was a very courageous woman who decided that she was going to use the power of her voice to push forward what America was supposed to become. But we have a long way to go. There's so many battles that we are still a part of. But when you watch the descendants of Ida B. Wells come here in the borough of Brooklyn, which if it was a separate city would be the third largest city in America, to do an unveiling, it is stated that we're moving in the right direction. And it is stated that this city where you have school buildings and streets named after slave owners, where you see an absence of women in statues or the naming of various structures, where you see the lack of diversity around our various other populations. We are stating that we're not going to remain in the past, we're going to move forward and ensure that we acknowledge the real heroes and sheroes that shape America. And Miss Wells' legacy is rich. A trailblazing civil rights leader with a portrait. We're going to have a portrait in Borough Hall. It says a lot. You walk through Borough Hall and you will believe that this is a borough that was only made up of one ethnicity and one gender. We must change that, and that is what we're going to push through. Miss Wells was born in slavery during the Civil War in Holly Springs, Mississippi. And the emancipation and freedom brought us today to first acknowledging Juneteenth as a federal holiday. These are the things we must continue to do. She made her name for her advocacy around women's rights and civil rights, not lifting up only African American women, but what she has done has impacted women throughout the years in the city and country. And what she did in 1884 while riding the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad, where the conductor ordered her to move from the first-class ladies' car to the smoking car. She did something that many young people did when they marched for Black Lives Matter. She refused. Refusal is an opportunity to move us in the right direction. Failing to adhere to those things that are wrong. She sued the railroad and won in local circuit court. She became a journalist, working at a variety of publications throughout her career, including the Memphis Free Speech, a paper she co-owned and edited. So just imagine during those times having the foresight to actually understand the power of the press, the power of disseminated information. She later became internationally known for her anti-lynching journalism and activism, traveling the South in the 1890s to document the horrors of lynching. This was during a time where black men were protecting the soil that planted the tree that hung their relatives. But they still went overseas and fought battles on behalf of this country. She fought to stop the lynching that we witnessed in this country. She published a real record in 1895, an in-depth pamphlet exploring lynching to shine a spotlight on the issues for America. She also reorganized as a co-founder of the NAACP. And she continued to move forward a blazing trail on behalf of not only people of color, but on what I like to say, the greatest race alive, and that's the human race. She personified what it meant to be a great human being and to be a great American. And so I want to thank her, and I want to thank her descendants who are here, and I'm sure they're proud to see their ancestor to be placed here in Brooklyn, Borough Hall, what we call the place that's the center of the universe, the People's House, and now the People's House have a real people fighter that will be adorning the walls. No one will enter this building without recognizing that there was an amazing woman who lived and who fought by the name of Ida B. Wells. Thank you very much.